Hello, I am back speaking with some more folks in my community who have been impacted by the storm by Helene. Today, Miss Connie and Miss Jess are joining me to share a little bit about how they were impacted. They're real close to where I live and have had to kind of go from more of like I believe Jess said that they were like a two-person household, and now I think it was like eight or something that are all living under the same roof just as they're renovating and taking care of the damages that are in other houses in their family. Today we're going to speak with Miss Connie specifically, whose home has been damaged, and she's going to share a little bit more with us. I just want to be super clear with this. As I share these stories, the reason I'm sharing these is that I feel like folks are having to share these stories in real short sound bites in front of their homes, and they're just posted on TikTok and kind of just like people are just scrolling. And I really want this space to be more of a place where people can share more with us, and y'all can kind of get a feel for the beautiful, wonderful people that they are, and just kind of have more than just that quick soundbite to get to know folks that have been impacted by this, because it is far-reaching, and there's still a lot of work to be done, and I don't want it to just be some quick thing that goes away. And so that's kind of the idea of why I'm doing this, and why I feel like it's important that we listen really, really intentionally to what people have been through. So without further ado, I'm going to welcome Miss Connie and Miss Jess. Hello.
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 How are you?
We're doing well.
Yes. So y'all, I was trying to remember what Jess and I had spoke about. What was it? It was two-person household, Jess, and now y'all got how many in there?
Well, my mom's home and my cousin's home sit side by side basically, and there was two people in the mobile home and four in the single home. So
Okay.
we're spread out. I've got four with me, and then my stepbrother is somewhere else, and my cousin is somewhere else.
I
So
see.
I've been by myself for almost a year, and now I have 5, 6 in my home.
What is
Yeah.
she trying to say?
I want my house, but no, I'm kidding.
Like, there's a lot of y'all in there. And you've been, what is it been? Almost 2 months, right? That
Yeah,
y'all been together?
Yes,
it will be the 27th.
Yeah.
Be 2 months.
Yeah. So, Miss Connie, do you want to kind of share with us what that day looked like for you?
Uh,
As much
well,
or as little as you want to share.
um, my sister lived next door with her son in the mobile home that went down the river. But when the fire department came through that morning and said, um, "I'm not telling y'all you have to leave, but I'm telling y'all there's 4 to 5 more feet of water coming within an hour." They And so my granddaughter and this monkey here on my back both lived with me.
Hmm.
So we packed us a few things in a bag, and I got my sister, and we left
Good.
around 9:30ish,
Yeah.
and came here to Jessica's, and within an hour it was. I didn't see it other than videos,
Right.
but I know my nephew stood on a neighbor's porch. They stood on that porch through the whole thing because it didn't come up over the neighbor's porch, and he barely got out of the mobile home because he was trying to get his dog and his mama's dog out, and he we had I had cats, and the great grandson back here has a duck and a chicken, and excuse me. So my nephew was waiting in knee deep water to try to get the animals in the house, in my house. Um, but my nephew stood there and videoed his mobile home going down, well, the new river that
Yeah.
was created at that time.
Right.
Um, I just I I'm thankful that I still have a home there to rebuild something.
Yes.
And the road that I live on, there was, besides my nephew's mobile home, there was another house right up the road that broke loose and washed down the river, and practically every house on my road was affected some way or another.
Right.
Uh, I didn't go to my house for about 2 weeks after it happened.
Yeah.
I had a broke foot at the time, and it was just too muddy and debris and
Yeah.
stuff. But Jessica and my nephew, they sent pictures of what the inside of my house looked like and how thick the mud was, and um, it still just kind of don't seem real. I
Yeah.
don't. There was a hole where my nephew's mobile home set that you could easily stack 6 cars in. Well, probably 12 or more side by side on top of each other.
Wow.
And there was a big hole behind my house, and it washed out under my bathroom, which was a add-on years after the house was built. And it took my pool and deck, which is no big deal.
Right.
I mean, that's the least of the least of what it took.
Right.
But I still, I don't know. I just can't even describe. I'm comfortably numb.
Yes. Well, I was explaining it because me and my best friend recorded a video within like a week of when it had happened, and I had explained it like it feels like we were all in a bus that got in a car accident, a really bad car accident. And it felt like we all like rolled and we had no idea where we were at or what we needed. And everybody was like, "Hey, what do you need? How can I help?" And we're like, "We don't even know where we're at. Like, we can't tell you how to help because we don't even
Right.
know what happened." And I
Yeah.
feel like slowly we're kind of coming out of that. I guess it's shock is what it is. But that comfortably numb feeling is hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's been amazing of the people that has gave and done stuff and brought food, and I not I'm not trying to sound ungrateful, but I'm pretty sure I have enough toilet paper to wipe every honey in Elizabeth. And
I love it. People wanna
so
make sure that you're taken care of.
guess
Yeah.
what people's getting for Christmas?
Yeah,
Toilet
I'll
paper and
take
paper towels.
it. I
But
love
it's just been amazing. Uh, you get caught up in day to day life, and and then something like this happens, and you get to see that there is still good people out there, and God works in mysterious ways.
Yes, ma'am.
Because my house is like everything was just at a standstill. Jessica and some people she had got to help her went in and got the mud shoveled out and stuff, and opened windows to start drying it out and stuff. And then just like for a week or two, it was just like, okay, now what?
Yeah.
What what do we do? What happens next? And then all of a sudden, it's like the sky just opened up, and these people started showing up and doing things, and uh, I thank God for Curtis Gentry. I don't know if you know him. Him and his wife have been
I've heard of
amazing
him. Yeah.
in coordinating all these volunteers and the different steps of what has to be done, like the tearing out,
Yeah.
you know, taking out the walls and then it and the floors and the ceilings and then coordinating a different bunch to come in and put back floors, and then the whole house had to be rewired. So electrician there. So and it's not like it's just a bunch of people coming in and that don't know what they're doing. You
Yeah.
know, they're
Skilled in these fields.
yeah,
You know.
and Curtis and his wife are making sure that the people that's coming in to do different stuff are knowledgeable and skilled in what needs to be done at that point.
Yeah, I've been blown away, and this is another reason why I've started kind of recording things like this, because I've been blown away by the people who have asked me how they can help. Because I have friends that I've met just through work online, and they live either like, I have one friend from Italy who asked me, "How can I help?" and sent some money for folks here, and I was like, that it is literally worldwide. I feel like there's just
Yeah,
and that's how it feels like from what I've seen. That's how we've made it through so far, is
yeah,
from the goodness of just people who are coordinating and communicating from mostly Facebook. It feels like for me, it seems like that's the place where a lot of
yeah,
people are connecting, and then um and people want to help, and I'm so grateful for that. I've seen that a lot.
yeah, and people have been, I mean, of course, like the toilet paper and paper towels and cleaning supplies and water and just the people that come through the community just handing out food, snacks or sandwiches or even hot meals.
Hot meals.
Yeah.
And not just once a day. There'd be 4 or 5 different groups come through all through the day giving out and are hurt if you say, "Oh no, we really don't need it right now." "Oh no, here you're going to take it." It's like, oh, and be like, "Okay, yes, we'll take it."
Yeah.
And but my, my okay, I have my sister with me now
Yeah.
because her son is staying with one of his friends. So and she's a little bit older than me and had several strokes.
Mhm.
So that in itself is a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
And especially when she was used to being in a mobile home with just basically her and her son.
Yeah.
And now she's here all the time with this wild 4 year old and a cat and a dog and just all of us, and it's been kind of rough for her.
It takes a toll.
Yeah, it even on somebody that's healthy and
Yeah.
almost sane, you
Yeah.
know,
Right.
because it can make you lose some brain cells real quick.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. What are y'all trying to, like, what's your path forward? Have y'all figured that out yet, or is that still kind of up in the air?
Well, I mean that's it all depends on the progress of the house, and
Yeah.
it's a slow process, and I surely don't expect to be back in my home this year.
Yeah.
Um, and that's okay because I mean these volunteers are doing amazing things, and it is the holidays are coming up, and it's understandable that they want to slow down a little bit and spend time with their family and stuff. So, but my is to get back in the house,
Yeah.
and which at that when I do, my sister will be with me permanently. So,
Mhm.
um, but it just getting back in the house. I
Right.
mean, if people have donated and gave us myself and my nephew all kinds of furniture and appliances and
Mhm.
we've rented 2 storage units, and we've run out of room to put that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Because
I've been curious about that because I know, there's so much that people want to donate, but
right.
a lot of people that really need it don't have space for it yet.
Yeah, I mean, and it's very much appreciated, but you know, at the same time, I don't have nowhere to put it right now. But yeah, and we're kind of currently looking for a large space so that the other people in the community, if people want to donate more,
Okay,
that we could store it for other people in the
right,
community when their home is done and are ready for it.
right, right. Just kind of like a spot where we could kinda put, like, "Here's Connie's furniture, here's
Well,
whoever."
not necessarily that, just all in one big space and let people come in and pick out what they want.
That's a yeah,
Kind of do
that's
a
true.
whole shopping thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just let them come in and pick out what they want as they need it.
as they get into
Because
their
everybody's not gonna need it at the same time.
that's what yeah, it's all gonna be different, uh,
Yeah,
of when y'all will be able to return back to your home. Yeah.
yeah, that's kinda, something that, and Curtis's wife and Jessica have talked about maybe, going out into the community to the small businesses or whatever and seeing if there is, businesses that would donate some furniture. I mean, what and need a place to put it. And like I said, just let people come in as they need it and take what they want.
Right, right. And, I'm gonna ask a question, but you don't have to answer it. Has there been any support from the systems that were supposed to support you? You don't have to answer if you don't want to, because I know it's kind of spicy, but it feels like to me that it has been folks with good hearts, just regular people. Regular. They're not regular by any means. They're
No,
angels, but you
absolutely
know what I
not.
mean? But it doesn't seem like I've yet to find somebody who's really been supported the way that they were supposed to be supported. Okay.
No, ma'am.
Yep. Which breaks my heart for you.
Well, and it's I mean there's so many people that needs it that it's kind of understandable that
I think
it's going to take time.
that's what I've felt is that there's just a lot of like red tape and things. It's not necessarily
Yes.
intentional, but it's getting to the point 2 months out that I'm starting to feel a little frustrated for y'all. Is all I'm saying.
Well, and the red tape part of it, I mean, I'm not even my land is not even my property's not even been looked at yet, evaluated or assessed or appraised or whatever they do,
Yeah,
inspected. But it just like you said, so much red tape. Once
yeah,
they come out and look at the property, why do you need all this other information? You see it. You see what happened. You know what? Why do you have to know the last time I went to the bathroom?
yeah, yeah.
I mean, it is a lot of red tape, and it's frustrating, and it makes you wonder if they don't make it that way just so you'll give up and
We
move
have
on.
yeah, so my husband, he's been in the military, and so we have, a little bit of insight into that kinda thing where it feels like they make it so difficult, so you give up so that it
Yeah,
feels that way. I'm not saying it's that way for sure, but it
right,
feels that way, you know
right.
what I mean? So I understand that, and it's frustrating.
Yeah, it very much feels that way, just like you're getting poked in the eye or something,
Just like
just
that.
like that.
Yeah. Well, is there anything else that you wanna share with us?
Just anything you can think of that you want to share.
Um, if anybody knows of any warehouse spaces
Yeah,
close to Elizabethan, we are looking for something that someone may donate that's sitting empty at the moment.
yeah,
Because when these donations start coming in, we are going to need somewhere to house them. I've got flyers together and going to start hopefully this week getting through town and other places, our surrounding counties, to try to get new furniture or furniture at cost for the people that can afford it, or whatever they can give, something for welcome baskets when they get to their new homes.
Yes.
Just anything that anybody can do would be greatly appreciated, even if they don't have money, if they have the space
Yes.
to store things, that would be amazing.
Have y'all thought about like connexes? Has that been an idea? Do you know what I mean by a connex? Like, they're kind of like what you put on the back of a train, like a big
Oh,
metal, like
like the quads or something.
that's just what my husband calls it. I don't know what the actual term is, but you
Yeah,
know what I mean, like a big, just like somewhere that you could just put this stuff in
The
that
A&M trailer.
could eventually be moved off of wherever,
right.
you know what I mean? Like, it's just an idea I had while you're saying that. That's a need. I don't know if that would work or not, but yeah,
Sorry.
I understand it well. Don't worry. But yeah, I will
Well,
be.
I know that, like I said, there's a lot of houses in the community where I live that the house is still there, but the inside was completely destroyed and had to be completely gutted. And so this Curtis Gentry and his wife that is coordinating everything that's going on at my house, they have 20 some other houses that they're doing.
Yes.
So anybody that has it or would want to volunteer in doing anything, reach out to Curtis or Desie Gentry.
Actually, reach out to Desie Gentry.
Okay.
Her phone number is 423-543-1045.
Okay.
If you want to donate anything, you have a space available to house items, you want to volunteer time, anything. Reach
Okay.
out to Desie. She's great about returning phone calls, being there, and getting all that coordinated.
Will you tell me her number again? I'm just gonna write it down for everybody.
423-543-1045.
Zayden,
And that is her cell number, so you can text it or call it or whatever.
Okay. All right.
oh,
Well, I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
do you have any more questions for us?
I'm just thinking what okay, I want to ask you one. Is there anything okay, I actually have two questions. I came up with two. Is there anything that you do not want donated to you? Toilet paper, maybe. Is
Yeah.
there anything that you have an abundance of that you're like, we're good on this, kind of thing?
Well, I mean, pretty much any the toiletries, cleaning supplies, and that kind of. We have, yeah, we're good.
Okay.
For my house right now, the biggest thing is getting the new HVAC system.
HVAC. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're working on that, and at this point, it's important because it is getting cold weather and need heat in the house because busted pipes is not something we want to have to deal with.
Yes. That makes sense.
The Curtis Gentry and them, they have been able so far to get 2 new HVAC units for 2 of their other homes. Three. So I guess mine's the last one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mine's the last one that needs the HVAC. So any donations anybody would want to put toward that would be awesome.
And that's the main reason for the GoFundMe is the HVAC.
It's the
Yeah,
HVAC. Do y'all know what that like price looks like?
7,500 to 8.
No, it was over 8.
Well, it may 8 to 8,500 maybe. I think.
I have the estimate on my phone. I'm not sure,
Okay.
but it was over the 8,000 that I set up for the GoFundMe.
Okay.
Yeah, it was over the 8,000.
Okay. All right. And is there anything, Miss Connie, as you've been going through this, that people have said to you that you're like, please don't say that to me, that we can learn from?
I said anything?
You say a lot of things.
Well,
I'm listening most of the time.
no, I don't. I
Yeah.
guess not. Not
People don't
really.
really know what to say, and we get
That's what
that.
I'm saying is like, this is where I want to know what do we say? How do we help, with our
There's
words?
no words.
Yeah.
I mean, really, there's no words. And basically, what I say is, when anybody does say this too shall pass, this too shall pass. That I'm comfortably numb, and this too shall pass.
Yes.
She's
And because I have no words for
Yeah.
myself, so there is no right words. It's like when somebody passes away, there is no perfect words.
No.
I mean, there's not.
Yeah.
Would you pick it up?
This too shall pass. That's
Like we told the 4-year-old this morning, we're just going to make it through the day and be sweet and loving today.
so far that's not working with him.
I don't think it'd work
As
with
you
mine
can see, and he poked my eyes out.
either. That's all right. We try our best, and sometimes we don't hit the mark, right?
Right. Well, it's worth a try anyway, right?
It is. I will be praying for y'all. I will be sharing this where I can. We're praying for an HVAC system for you, Connie. That's what we're praying for right now.
Right.
And I will share, and hopefully we can get you that and get you back in your home at some point.
Thank you very
This
much.
will pass, right? It will.
It will,
It will.
and we'll come out better for it.
Yeah.
Whether mentally, physically, spiritually, whatever, it will come out a better person from it.
And I'm hoping a better community. I've seen a lot of community. There's been so many people coming together, and I just have been amazed by how generous everybody has been. So
Well, and that's another thing about my community. The little road I live on, I
yeah,
mean, is maybe a mile long, but basically just about everybody on that road have lived there all their lives. We grew up there, maybe moved away, but came back, and there's 2 or 3 people up through there that are living in the home that they grew up in, and me being one of them. So we've pretty much known each other all of our life.
yeah. Wow.
So
That's a different kind of heartbreak when it's a home that's had all those memories in it and all of those times.
yeah, my sister's husband's ashes was in the mobile home that went down the river. And I mean, like material things, you can replace toilet paper every day. Believe me, you can replace toilet paper. But there's just some things that can't,
Yeah.
but this too shall pass.
Too shall pass. All right. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
We appreciate you very much.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.